This is an applied problem. A photograph is 3 centimeters longer than it is wide. Its area is 40 square centimeters. Find its length and its width. We'll use the 5-step problem-solving process, and the first thing that we'll do is to familiarize ourselves with the problem. And let's begin by looking at what we're given here. We're going to find a length and a width, and the length is described in terms of the width. So let's begin by letting W equal the width of the photograph. And we're going to say in centimeters because those are the dimensions we're using. And then we're told that the length is 3 centimeters more than the width. So we can say that W plus 3 is equal to the length. Now, this photograph we can assume that it's a rectangle. So when we translate, we can use the formula for the area of a rectangle. Remember, the area of a rectangle is equal to the length times the width. The length that we have here is W plus 3. And the width is W, and we're told that the area is 40 square centimeters. So we have the equation W plus 3, that quantity, times W is equal to 40. Now let's go to the third step and solve this equation. Here I have it written in the opposite order, but it's still the same equation. We can write 40, and doing the multiplication on the right-hand side, equals W squared plus 3W. I'm going to subtract 40 on both sides because I have a second-degree equation here, a quadratic equation, and I want 0 on one side. So when I subtract 40 on both sides, I get 0 is equal to W squared plus 3W minus 40. And now I want to factor on the right-hand side. And when I do that, I get 0 is equal to W plus 8 times W minus 5. Now, we can use the principle of zero products to finish up the solution. We know that W plus 8 is equal to 0, or W minus 5 is equal to 0 if their product is 0. If I subtract 8 on both sides of this equation, I get W equals negative 8. And adding 5 on both sides here, I have W is equal to 5. Now, let's check these solutions in the original problem. Well, first of all, we know that the width of the photograph cannot be a negative number, so we don't need to check negative 8 at all. We'll check only 5 here. And we can say that if W is equal to 5, then the length, which is W plus 3, is 5 plus 3, or 8. And this tells us immediately that the length is 3 centimeters longer than the width. So the next thing that we need to check is the area. Let's see if this a photograph with dimensions 5 centimeters by 8 centimeters has the area that we're looking for. When we multiply 8 centimeters times 5 centimeters, we do get 40 square centimeters, which was the area of the photograph. So the numbers that we found here check, and we can go to the 5th step in the process and state the solution to the problem. The length is 8 centimeters, and the width is 5 centimeters.